Welcome to Blue Valley High School in Overland Park. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School game of the week, the championship game of the 2021 Blue Valley Shootout. Great matchup here in the championship as Olathe South takes on Lee Summit, and both teams 2-0 on the year. Kevin White with the coach, Mark Huppy, Dion Clisseau with us as well. And coach, we've got two experienced teams off to great starts. This might be like a playoff game tonight.
Well, no question. A really strong Olathe South team on the Kansas side, the Sunflower League. As you said, a lot coming back. Big-time expectations for the Falcons. On the other side, Lee Summit. Again, a veteran crew. Coach Little does a great job with them.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. And this guy in the semifinals on fire, Tucker Armstrong for Olathe South.
Oh, Tucker's a soccer player, he's a goalie, but last night, Kevin, he was on fire. Hit 5-3, shot a great percentage, has a great motor, really loves to play defense.
And this guy been great throughout the tournament for the Lee Summit Tigers, Caden McGuire.
Oh, Caden's a distributor, he's a pass-first kid, but in this tournament, as you said, Kevin, that offense has really turned up, getting 22 a game. Ought to be a great matchup here.
Lee Summit, Olathe South, big crowd, championship of the Blue Valley Shootout. Lineups, a tip-off coming up. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. The bleachers are packed tonight for the Blue Valley Shootout. Lee Summit hosting Olathe South. Ben Booth, Pete Canizero, and John Becker. Lee Summit in white, in black and blue, Olathe South. McGriff, Armstrong, Caberline, Casson, and Dozier. Benassi, McGuire, McDonald, LaRue, and Kemp. And Olathe South will run the first set.
Lee Summit, Kevin, straight man-to-man in the half court.
Inside, they go to Casson, and ball is knocked free. Ball on the deck. And it was last touch by Lee Summit. So Olathe South will keep it. Olathe South beat Grandview 68-42 and then beat Blue Valley last night on their home floor by 20, 59-39. This is the guy that was hot. Armstrong had 5 threes. Dozier with a long three. And there's the rebound taken in by Monte Kemp.
And we've seen Dozier hit him from out there too, Kevin. That's not necessarily a bad shot.
McGuire off the side of the glass, averaging 22 per game, like the coach said. Both games, 22 points exactly. And now the Falcons nearly have it stolen. Ball still loose. And finally, Olathe South gets it in their offense. There's Armstrong, left open for the three, not this time. And it'll go over to Lee Summit.
And one thing you can count on tonight, Kevin, both these teams are really going to be competitive. It's going to be a fight every single possession. No back down by either one of them.
Blake Little is their coach, 9th year. Bryson LaRue, open three, buries it. Tigers on the board first.
LaRue, 17 points a game last year. Can really get to the cup, increased range this year.
Known more for his slashing ability, but was their top scorer at 16 per game last year. This team went 16-8, lost in the state quarterfinals to the Liberty Blue Jays, who were the state runners-up. Miles McGriff, high off the glass and good.
Coach Dan Morris really counting on McGriff to get things going in here. Struggled a little bit Tuesday night. Great leader for the Falcons.
Scrappy little guard. Here's LaRue attacking. No good. Stick back try by McDonald. No. Ball flicked around, volleyballed around, and it's corralled by Kemp for Lee Summit. Benassi, no look inside. McGriff had to defend his face there and tipped it to a teammate. Now Armstrong spinning, had it blocked by Benassi. Frantic pace early on. Benassi, the bump and the charge. charge taken by Casson for Olathe South. A ferocious start by both these teams.
Again, Kevin, a crazy start, as you said. Both fan bases really hyped up for this one. I don't think we're going to see a lot of sets tonight. It's going to be all about making plays in the open court.
First foul on Benassi, who's headed to Missouri S&T. He was an all-conference player last year. Here's McGriff going left hand. Bailed out by a teammate. Dozier, a good three-point shooter. And LaRue the rebound and push. McGuire spinning to the baseline. Both teams like to play man-to-man defense. Long three off the mark by Benassi. And McDonald had the rebound. And the loose ball picked up by McDonald, who scoops up his shot. And it'll be Lee Summit ball as Landon Shepard coming in. The thing you need to know about Lee Summit, Coach, 5 returning starters from last year, and you think, okay, they've been playing a couple years together. No, these guys have been playing since Pee-wee basketball. These guys have been playing since they were little kids.
Oh, and you're not going to see any team in the city run better motion offense than Coach Little does at Lee Summit again. Veteran crew there. Kids really know how to cut.
McGuire off to a terrible start. Hit the side of the backboard and then threw up an air ball on the three. But Lee Summit will keep it. Here's Kemp in the paint. Spins it up there. Monty Kemp.
Great patience there by Kemp, Kevin. Again, first-year starter.
Caberline on the pull-up. Caden Caberline, 6'5" senior. His first field goal.
A lot of skills for Caberline, Kevin. Great footwork, great post-ups inside.
Shepard puts it on the floor. A little baby floater. And can't hit. Armstrong back the other way. Skip it into the corner. Dozier with the three ball. He was on fire in the first round hitting threes, as he had 18 points, but he has cooled off from bonus distance the last 2 ball games.
He's not going to get a better look than that too, Kevin. One of his favorite spots, that corner right there. Short one, just cannot get it down so far.
Alex Kramer also in the Tiger lineup as McDonald for 3.
Oh, he's got an old school game, but a beautiful stroke right there. Again, Luke McDonald will not take a bad shot. Really fundamental kid.
Grandson of former Lee Summit head coach Glenn McDonald in the house. Hall of Fame coach. There's Miles McGriff for 3, and that's from about 23, nothing but nylon.
Oh, Coach Morrow really talked about Miles coming out strong tonight, as he has.
Battle for the rebound. Armstrong plays it into McGriff. Spinning, back out front. Dozier lining up a 3. And wasn't in rhythm there. Long outlet to McDonald, and he can't save it. And it'll be Olathe South basketball as both teams changing their lineups like a hockey game as we check in with Dion.
Well, guys, last time, like a couple times down, a couple players, Benassi and Dozier, were just kind of laughing about the pace, how frenetic it is. I think everybody just needs to calm down a little bit and get into their offense.
You talk about fun games to play. Work all the time, play pickup, play summer leagues, fall leagues, spring leagues. But again, you get a big high school game on, how the title on the line, great crowds. Both these teams really amped up tonight.
Owen Alexander and Amarion Johnson in, as this is Caberline in the paint. As the miss, LaRue back the other way. And the rebound plucked out of the sky by Caberline, then stolen by LaRue for an easy bucket.
Oh, LaRue again does it all at both ends of the court. Really clever offensively. That time, good clean rip, took his cookies for 2.
This is Amarion Johnson. Jumper spinning off in a car accident a year ago this month. Just kind of getting back to nearly 100% as the shot comes up short by Shepard. Falcons have it back. Down by 3. Zach Foster in the ball game. With the frenetic pace, you're going to see a lot of bodies brought into this ball game. Also, Michael Stankiewicz in the game for Olathe South. And there's Dan Morrow in his 8th year, former assistant at Blue Valley North and Olathe South. A Nebraska native, played college basketball in Omaha at UNO.
Well, Coach Morrow does a great job of teaching attitude. Really does a wonderful job of defining roles. This is your role. This is what I need you to do. Great culture there at Olathe South.
Play inside, intercepted by Benassi. Little stop and go. South able to get back on defense. Both teams play good man-to-man defense, play a lot of help man-to-man. As we got a foul coming up on Olathe South. Amarion Johnson's first.
That's
Fouled Isaiah Hunter.
Excuse me, Kevin. Isaiah Hunter, 6'1" junior, getting to the cup.
Alley-oop it in to LaRue. Now here is the jumper by Kramer. And Kramer, a good three-point shooter, and they say it was last touched by Olathe South, so Lee Summit will keep. They play the Suburban Red Conference, which is loaded this year. Park Hill South, and Staley, and North Kansas City. You talk about a loaded conference of very good teams. And Josh Manning out on the floor, the excellent wide receiver from the Lee Summit football team. Already racked up like 5 D1 offers. Benassi, the drive, and draws the foul.
I think most every high school kid would love to play for a coach like Coach Blake Little, Kevin. He puts them in spots to make plays. He really talks to them about they don't run a lot of sets, don't run a lot of specials. Just teaches them how to play the game, how to attack the cup, read a defender, how to read a screen, all the little things that make kids great offensive players.
Marion Johnson in the man-to-man has Bryson LaRue, and this is Hunter down the baseline. No. And Dozier claims the rebound for Olathe South. Just over a minute to play in your first quarter. Frenetic pace, not a lot of points. As these two high-level teams going at it for the championship of the Blue Valley Shootout.
I think this officiating crew, Kevin's really done a good job of letting them play also. A lot of physical play. If you don't gain an advantage, you're probably not going to get the call tonight.
Dozier posting up on the smaller Hunter, rejected. Help defense by Benassi. Now Benassi back the other way, lays up, no, spinning off. Johnson has it back for Olathe South. Under a minute to go in your first quarter. Amarion. There's another good three-point shooter off the bench, Owen Alexander. Olathe South has a number of good three-point shooters. Looks like they're going to play for the final shot of the first quarter, trailing by 3. Ball nearly stolen. Stankiewicz. Jump pass to Amarion Johnson. Amarion to the cup, lays it up and in. His first basket of the game. The junior guard, who is a high-level player. Now the steal, puts the shot up the buzzer. Oh, in and out. A little unlucky for Amarion Johnson, who got the deuce, then got the steal, and tried to make a last-second three to end the quarter. 10-9 ball game. Lee Summit leading Olathe South in the championship of the Blue Valley Shootout. The championship of the Blue Valley Shootout, and Coach, it was fast and furious through the first quarter. Not a lot of points. But what were your thoughts on this first 8 minutes?
Tremendous energy, tremendous emotion on the part of both teams. And again, I'll credit the coaches and the fact that they're playing for the title here. But these fan bases and these crowds have really got both these teams hyped up. Let's see if both teams, a little bit more execution this quarter here. Maybe a little bit better shot selection on the part of both teams.
Shooting percentages weren't great. And it'll be McGuire, Benassi, Kramer, LaRue, and Kemp. This is Benassi in the paint, and a charge is called on the Lee Summit guard. Miles McGriff.
Excuse me, Kevin. Nice set there, Kevin. Trying to run Benassi down in the post. Letting him post up to 5'9". Miles McGriff again. Great defense, though, taking the charge. It's 2 fouls on Benassi.
So the little guard stood his ground, and now Benassi has got 2 fouls as we check in with Dion.
Well, Benassi's the kind of guy that wants the ball in his hands. He was playing receiver most of the year for Lee Summit. The quarterback gets hurt. He comes in, plays quarterback for him. At one point during the North Kansas City game, tells Coach Eric Thomas, "Don't worry, I got this." They come back from 20 down to win the game. He's that kind of kid.
He is a confident kid headed to Missouri S&T to play college basketball. First team All-League, excellent student in the classroom. As Olathe South starts the second quarter with a turnover. As the Tigers on the attack. Kemp spinning, going off glass. Monte Kemp.
The 6'7" senior getting into his bag there. I've never seen him without a spin move. Nice balance, nice ups.
Caberline, Dozier, McGriff, Casson, and Armstrong in the black uniforms for Olathe South out of the Sunflower League. As here's McGriff. Falling down, connects.
Young fella, bring it all out tonight here. First 9 minutes, McGriff, sensational.
Yeah, he's got 7 points to lead Olathe South. McDonald for 3, you betcha. That's his second of the night.
There's no rush in that young man. Nice and composed. Good confident stroke there. Again, Lee Summit, Kevin, has a little bit different philosophy. They like to force baseline. Got caught on a little slip screen right there.
And Casson is fouled.
Again, great help there on the part of Olathe South. Nice clean look from the corner. Again, Luke McDonald. Again, old school game. Second team All-League last year. I just call him a winner. I've seen him play a lot.
Brody, leading rebounder on the team last year. That's 6 per game. Averaged about 5 points per game. Honorable mention all conference. This team went 14-7, lost in the sub-state finals to Blue Valley Northwest. Caberline gets it back, and Armstrong to the baseline runner. And the shot no good, and it's put right back of it in.
Big time offensive boards there, Kevin. Again, Olathe South going hard to the offensive boards. That's Casson and Caberline.
Well, Olathe South may have the size advantage as Casson goes at 6'6", and Caberline is 6'5", as we got a foul underneath. And it's going to be on Tucker Armstrong. And free throw is going to be awarded to Alex Kramer.
And Alex Kramer, you can look at his wingspan there, Kevin. Really long arms. Makes him a great defender for the most part. Big wingspan. Got a beautiful stroke also.
He is one of their better three-point shooters. Comes off the bench for Coach Little.
Lucy, Coach Little right there, Kevin. He really talks about GVB, guard, value the ball, and board. And those 3 areas of emphasis right there across his program. Again, does a great job.
Big into the basketball analytics as well. Armstrong out to Dozier. Posting is Caberline. Now Dozier driving, and he got called for a charge. McDonald taking the charge for Lee Summit.
Again, that's scouting, Kevin. Running Dozier off the three-point line, a good hard closeout. Forced him to put the ball on the deck again. Rotation, stepping right in there. Great job taking the charge.
First foul on Dozier, and the heady McDonald scrapes himself off the floor. There's basketball in this young guy's blood. His grandfather, always at the games. Legendary Glenn McDonald. Of course, he had that legendary 1988 team that went 30-1. Second in state. Patrick Ritchie, Tim Connors. McGuire, cut off. LaRue in rhythm with a 3.
Great execution there on the part of Lee Summit again. I've been impressed this entire tournament with Olathe South's defense. Not a bad job right there, just a tough shot.
And McGriff hitting the deck and drawing the 2-shot foul. Miles McGriff, a scrappy guard, will shoot free throws for Olathe South.
Again, Coach Moore really praised this young man right here. Again, Miles McGriff, he's undersized, plays with a lot of heart. And they've got 6 out of their top 8 back at Olathe South this year. I asked Daniel, what are we trying to work on this year? What type of culture infusion are you going to have? He says, we just talk about getting better every day. Better, we're always better when we play together.
Miles also played football, and I think it's going to be a tough Sunflower Conference year. We've seen Lawrence in this tournament. They're a good team. Lawrence Free State is good. Shawnee Mission Northwest. It's going to be a fight, as it always is, in late December, January, and February in the Sunflower League.
That's why these tournaments are a lot of fun, Kevin, too. You don't have to grind. New opponents.
Falcons quickly into their offense. Marion Johnson going one-on-one with McDonald.
Great cutoff angle there. Johnson's one of the quickest guards in the city. Again, McDonald cut him off on the baseline.
Marion with a air ball. Give it back to Lee Summit. 5-point lead. McDonald crashing into the defender. Picked up the loose ball and took it right to the rim.
McDonald, take that right here. Again, big collision there, Kevin. No call on McDonald. Keeping his poise, keeping his composure, laying it in for 2.
Here's Miles McGriff. His runner no good. McDonald can rebound as well. Officials letting the players have some physicality in the game. Here's McGuire from downtown. And Armstrong a rebound. And we get a Olathe South timeout. It's going to be a full timeout for Dan Morrow, 41 years old.
Oh, Dan talks a lot about culture, and he's done a wonderful job in the youth programs in Olathe. His kids always do community service. Has his freshman JV and sophomore kids volunteered to referee in some of the youth leagues right there. And just talking to Dan about the culture that he's instilled over there at Olathe South, he said it's more than a slogan. It's more than just a poster on the wall, what you put in your weight room. It's more than just talking through culture. It's really about trust. He trusts his kids. They trust him. I love the culture that they have over there. It's about trusting your system. And, Kevin, we've been impressed with Olathe South all 3 nights out here. The community they have, their spirit. You look at the managers over there. The managers are all decked out in suits every night, and patent leather shoes. And you can tell everybody's on the same page over there right now.
You rock a pink suit and a mullet, you're my man.
We got to give that young man some pub. He looked great last night also.
That's a great look.
Well, all the managers over there are decked out every single game, and you can just tell the unselfish nature of everybody in that program. They cheer for each other. There's a third one, too. A gentleman in all black who was really decked out last night in some patent leather purple shoes. I saw him.
Out of the Falcon timeout, all of a sudden, Lee Summit has opened up a 7-point lead as Caberline is fouled by Landon Shepard. You say fouled in the act of shooting 2 shots here for Caberline coming up.
And you can tell they're trying to get Caberline going. And again, we praise his footwork inside, his heady play for the most part. Let him catch the ball at the nail. Let him put it on the deck. Creating some contact.
Falcons are not shooting their free throws well.
Again, I think both coaches, Kevin, worried a little bit about conditioning. 3 games in 4 nights. Coach Little talked about them practicing forever for the most part before they had their first game, almost 4 weeks of practice.
And a foul on Olathe South on the rebound is once again a scrappy McDonald. And now they're going to get some sweat off the floor. And Olathe South missing free throws and trying to get back in this game. Coming up, Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights Brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores, as Coach Little always rocks his specialized Air Jordans with the Lee Summit school colors.
I'm not cool enough to wear that anymore, Kev. I used to be.
Ready to drop a big wad of cash on those Air Jordans. As here's the baseline foul on Olathe South. And it was Caberline who hit the deck hard, and he also got called for the whistle, his first, as he went hard for that ball fake and then went hard to the floor. McGuire out to Kemp for a three. Rebounded by Stankiewicz. Falcons needing a run. They're not hitting free throws. Here's a Marion Johnson off the mark. And it belonged to Lee Summit.
Again, Marion a little bit off balance there on that penetration. Hit some big shots at the end of the second, third quarter last night for South. A big momentum swing for them, but has yet to get it going tonight.
Yeah, once again, he was in a car accident December of 2020, seriously hurt. Traveling violation on Landon Shepard. And that'll be a Tiger turnover, but just limited time. Actually, Marion Johnson didn't play in their first game.
Right. As
they beat Grandview, but then played well, especially in the second half in the Blue Valley game, as he's kind of getting back at it. Caberline off glass, rebounded by Kemp. Falcons cold. Lee Summit 7-point lead in the basketball. LaRue, nice give to McDonald, who puts it up and in. This team plays with synchronicity as Shepard knocks it off Armstrong. That'll be Lee Summit ball at midcourt.
Great job that previous possession, Kevin, by McDonald. Looked like he's going to get the shot blocked as he brought a rim side. Used the rim, up and under for two. Again, nice, clever play there. Good dish inside. Nice finish. Again, South wants to play fast and faster than they did last year, but I think Coach Moore might want them to slow down a little bit.
Armstrong thought he was fouled. Shepard knocked it off his body. It'll be Lee Summit ball at midcourt. They continue to get perspiration off the floor, as you were mentioning, Coach. It's a little warm in this gym, and a lot of people here. As Manning in for Kemp.
There you saw on the screen, Kevin, Landon Shepard. Again, he's a tight end in football. A really tough matchup in basketball, too. Big physical player. A lot of skills in that young man, though, too. He can put the ball on the deck, he can shoot the ball deep. A lot of things in that young man's offensive bag.
Biggest lead of the ball game for the Tigers. They've had a good second quarter. McDonald, nice pass inside. Caden McGuire, timeout Olathe South.
Sensational cut by McGuire, Kevin. Again, beautiful dish right there. That's why motion is so hard to scout. True motion will teach kids to read screens, teach kids how to cut. Again, it's tough to scout.
McDonald having a big game. Donald has 10 points in the game, great assists, playing great defense. In the first couple of games, seemed like he had more fouls than points, as they beat Lawrence in a just an absolute heck of a ball game. That was like a playoff game, 76-72, and then held off Ruskin in the semifinals. But you see the synchronicity with these guys. They've been playing together so long. They just seem to know where each other will be, and those no-look passes just find a home.
It's a beautiful thing to watch, too, Kevin. Again, Coach Little, it's tough to teach motion, but when you've had kids in your programs 3 or 4 years, good things seem to happen.
Intercepted by McDonald, who continues to have the strong game. Luke to the bucket. Scoop shot, no. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lee Summit.
Again, Luke runs cross country and runs track. Again, second team All-League last year. Right as you're talking about him, Kevin, a good clean steal on the backcourt. Got up in the air a little bit. Retained possession.
Second team all-conference was McDonald. Feed it into McGuire, who leaves the floater about a foot short. But Lee Summit still leading by 11. Amarion Johnson crashing into Shepard. Tigers come away with it.
Oh.
It's to Manning, who tried to dunk it, and he's fouled. Dozier with the south foul, and Josh Manning, who is all conference wide receiver and athletic as all get out, was trying to dunk it with a guy pushing on his chest and nearly got it down.
I'll put a clinic on that one, Kevin. A classic 3-on-2. Again, reading his numbers in the open court. Nice easy bounce pass to Manning. Said, I'm up here anyway. I was trying to flush it. Again, contact, couldn't get it down, but again, an impressive young athlete.
Say like 6 D1 offers: K-State, Iowa, KU, Iowa State, and Cincinnati. There's a pretty good group. Free throw shooting not his best, as he goes 0 for 2. Falcons need a run. Miles McGriff needs the 3, not there. And Lee Summit comes away with it.
A lot better transition defense right here on the part of the Falcons on that possession, Kev.
Shepard the runner. Marion Johnson all the way to the rim. Layup good.
Again, really slowed down free throw line to foul line inside the lane right there. It's a good thing to be quick, but again, a little bit out of control in a couple possessions early this half, Kevin, but nice and composed right there. Laid it in for 2, cut it to 9.
Delay of game warning on Olathe South. But here's Amarion in the open floor.
Again, an offensive player has to leave that ball alone, Kevin, once it goes through the net. It's just a warning.
So Tiger basketball in the backcourt. Just over a minute before Hy-Vee at the half. It's single digits if you're Olathe South. You want to keep within striking distance this very good Lee Summit team. McDonald, off glass shot, no. And a rebounding foul on Lee Summit.
McDonald did not get that one down, Kevin, but again, under control all the way down. Came up a little bit short on that 6-foot bank shot.
He's got 2 fouls. Olathe South will get it.
Again, for the first time right there, Coach Morrow jumped into a little bit of a full court press. So again, trying to create some easy offense for him.
Well, a 3 would be huge for Olathe South, who's trailed throughout this quarter. Missed free throws, missed a lot of shots, but they're hanging in this ball game. Grinding it out with Lee Summit for the championship. And the Blue Valley shootout. Screen high for McGriff. Screen and roll. Casson out to Caberline. Had it knocked free. The big guy put it on the floor. Hands got to it. Here's Shepard. Blocking foul on McGriff. And Landon Shepard to shoot free throws for the Tigers.
A lot of props to Miles McGriff there, the young fella standing in there taking the hit. You got to admire his courage. The big fella, big train's on time. Landon Shepard.
That is a big body falling on Miles McGriff. And so Shepard from the stripe. Ball tied in, good 3-point shooter. Kemp back in. Shepard leaves the lineup for Lee Summit. Back to an 11-point lead, and now Hunter in, McGuire out. Don't want to get any cheap fouls if you're Lee Summit on their starters. So they sub as we play the few seconds we got here with Miles McGriff getting the screen. Miles attacking and drawing the foul. And he'll get to shoot free throws with 6.6 to go here in the second quarter. And he's had a good first half. The Olathe South point guard.
Well, Miles McGriff playing with so much more confidence than he did here Tuesday night, Kevin. Again, he's under control for the most part, trying to make things happen off the bounce. A couple opportunities to finish here. If not, giving it up.
It'll be a 1-and-1 after some substitutions. All right, I think we're all set. And Miles McGriff, 5'10", a senior guard, hits the front end. Stankiewicz back in for South. Armstrong out.
And Miles, this is the first year that he started over there for Olathe South, Kevin. And I think you talked before, he did have a minor, not a minor injury, just an injury in football. I believe he just got cleared to play last week.
Back out and looking good in this tournament. Couple free throw makes, gives him 10 points. He is the leading Olathe South scorer and trims it down to a 9-point game as we've got 6.6. East Summit got to go 94 feet. McGuire working down the right half, puts up a three and comes up empty. And we have reached halftime in the championship game of the 2021 Blue Valley Shootout. Lee Summit leading Olathe South 27-18. As we check in with Dion.
Well, we're here with Lee Summit coach Blake Little. A little frenetic to start, but then you guys got your offense a little bit more going, attacking the basket really well.
Yeah, they are. Man, they're tough. I was going to say, and it's been weird. We haven't been in the gym with people in a while, so it's kind of an interesting dynamic. So we got, it took us a minute to get our legs under us, but man, they're good. It's going to be a good second half. So
just a lot of up and down basketball. Referees letting you guys play a little bit.
Yeah,
That's got to be fun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's why. I mean, you're on TV. It might as well be fun to watch, right? I was going to say. So I appreciate them letting us play a little bit.
All right. Well, good luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Halftime of the Blue Valley Shootout. Back with Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights coming up. We are ready for the start of the third quarter, the championship of the Blue Valley Shootout to be determined here in the second half. Lee Summit holds the lead now. Olathe South will run the first set. McGriff, Armstrong, Caberline, Casson, and Dozier on the floor in the dark uniforms. Lee Summit, they're in the white uniforms. Benassi, McGuire, McDonald, LaRue, and Kemp. Dozier, the fade and fire on the three, and they need to get him going, and that's his first bucket of the game.
Well, that's exactly what Coach Moore wanted. Share the ball a little bit, find Dozier for the open three. Let that young man get one down, see if he can get hot.
He was on fire in their first round win. I think he had like 5 threes in that one. Shot no. LaRue, offensive rebound and put back.
Reach into his bag again, Kevin. Another way that he can score, going to the offensive board.
10 points. He and McDonald, the leading scorers for Lee Summit. And this time, Dozier comes up empty on the three. And the fans will let him know about it. McGuire. Long two, not there. McGriff, the leading Olathe South scorer, had 10 first half points. Inside. Nice move by Brody Casson.
Big time move by Casson there again, Kevin. He's impressed me all night long. It's being a rim runner with great hands. Again, nice clever finish there for 2.
Size advantage for Olathe South in this game. Here's Kemp. Shot spinning off. And Olathe South gets the rebound. Armstrong down the right half. Eyes up, scanning the floor as Falcons will set it up. They go inside Caberline. Touch pass. Dozier open for 3. And a rebounding foul on Armstrong.
Again, nice penetration, established the ball in the paint. Dozier, that's his spot. Got one down early, missed his last two. Let's see if he can regain his confidence. He's taking good shots, Kevin. Maybe a little bit off balance on that one.
2 fouls now on Tucker Armstrong of Olathe South. 6-point lead. Lee Summit with the basketball.
There's that straight motion the coach Little loves again. Looking for an angle.
Oh, a sweet off the glass move by Luke McDonald.
Luke's got great touch there, putting the ball off the board, Kevin.
He has 12 points. He leads the Tigers. And McGriff's runner off the back iron. Long rebound, corralled by LaRue, and he's fouled by Armstrong, who's got 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter. He now has 3 in the ball game, and he will leave the lineup for Amarion Johnson.
Again, here we see Lee Summit again. McGuire turning the corner. Little baby hook there for 2.
A little old school basketball by Luke McDonald.
He's a really smart defender too, Kevin. And for an undersized kid in the block, doing a great job down there.
Rue stumbling back to Kemp. And he swishes it home from just inside the 3-point line.
Kemp's had a big night offensively there. I didn't know he could shoot the ball like that again. Great screener, knows when to slip. Got one down there for 2.
Near steal by Benassi. Now the steal, LaRue. Layup, good, and he's fouled by Caberline. Chance at the 3-point play as they get the steal at midcourt, and it ends up in a layup and an and one for Bryson LaRue.
Huge play there, Kevin, by Bryson LaRue again. Nice scramble there at midcourt. LaRue out in space. You get him out in space. Great body control, great agility. Eyes on the rim. Mark it in the book.
He's got 12, a chance at 13.
You see a lot of kids, Kevin, when there's a defender chasing them down from behind, they lower their eyes, look at the defender a little bit. You look at LaRue right there, eyes on the rim all the way through. Your eyes make that layup.
Well, this is the big lead of the ball game for Lee Summit. They led by as many as 11 in the first half. Now it's at 12. Amarion Johnson cut off by the defense of McDonald. Caberline spinning into the defender, and it's an offensive foul. Dan Morrow can't believe it.
And the Bryson LaRue show at both ends of the court here. The first 3.5 minutes of the second half, Kevin. Again, LaRue back him off a little bit, anticipates that spin. I think it's a good call. Again, South getting Johnson in the game off the bench, hoping for a little energy. Jumping into a full court press right here. Again, Lee Summit has so many kids who can handle the ball, though. I'd have to think they're a difficult team to press.
Alexander back in the ball game defending McDonald. A little stop and go, and takes it to the rim and softly lays it up. He's got a game high 14.
Another clever finish inside. A little hesitation at the foul line there. Hey, nobody's going to stop me. I'm going to lay this one in.
Pass deflected by McGuire, stolen by Kemp. Tigers defense coming up big. Benassi layup good and one. Tigers stealing, transitioning, drawing fouls as the senior team, coach. This is what they do.
Coach Little described Benassi as a dynamic guard. Again, he can guard at the back on one side. Great finish right there. Really an athletic kid.
3-point play is completed. Those are the first points of the night for Alex Benassi. Mentioned by Dion that he played football and just a confident kid. Is now Shepard back in the Tiger lineup. This is their big lead of the ball game at 17 halfway through the third quarter.
Well, I'm sure Coach Little's really happy with this defense. If you had told him they're only going to give up 23 points with 4 minutes into the second half, you'd have to be happy with that.
Amarion Johnson into the paint, puts it up and in. Coach Morrow wanted a timeout as he had his clipboard in his hands, but he did not take it, and his team scores a 2-point basket. Benassi with a 3. Timeout. Now you're getting that South timeout. Coach Morrow needs a timeout as his team is down big by 18 in the third quarter.
You talk about getting a good shot. Then you talk about getting a better shot. Then you talk about getting a great shot. Benassi, that pass is right on time. Again, good ball fake right there. Going to finish nice and high. Down the well, up by 18.
Let's check in with Dion.
Well, guys, I'll tell you the thing that I'm noticing is they're so good around the basket. McDonald has got such a soft touch. He uses the glass a lot. He's got good body control, but they all are like interchangeable parts that can do a little bit of everything. You bring in Shepard, he's a big tight end looking guy. He can handle it. They all attack the basket. It's a tough team to defend, and Olathe South is really struggling right now.
Now this adversity, I'm sure, is something that Coach Morrow is talking to his kids about. Well, we're going to have tough times this year. We can't get anything down. They're on a good roll, down by 18 in the big game. I play possession by possession. Make sure we get a great shot here coming out. Maybe try to get a couple stops in a row, get back in this thing the last 3.5 of the third quarter.
Remember, this is a team that went 16-8. They won their district and lost to Liberty Blue Jay team in the state quarterfinals, and they got everybody back. Alexander, and he is fouled as he drove the right alley and will shoot free throws here. Owen Alexander, senior guard.
Well, I think that speaks to the trust that Coach Dan Moore has in his sub, number 24, Alexander, right here. Ran a special to him coming out of the dead ball situation. Got him at the foul line. Obviously, that's a strength of his, putting the ball on the floor with his right hand, got all the way to the cup, took the hit.
Josh Manning in the Lee Summit lineup. Kemp out, who's given them good minutes tonight. As Alexander. We'll have another one coming now. Armstrong back in for Dozier. 3 games this week can have a toll on these even young legs.
You look at the group that Olathe South has out there now, Kevin, all small. Got all 3 of their bigs out of there. Look like they're trying maybe a little run and jump here at half court. Put a little bit of pressure on them.
McGuire into the paint. The ball fake, the spin, the shot off the mark. Olathe South will get it. It went off the hands of Josh Manning. And Olathe South ball in the backcourt. Needing a big-time run to end the third quarter. Still a lot of time left. This team can shoot threes.
Well, this is a great group to spread the floor with, to play a little dribble drive, a little penetrating kick also, Kevin.
Armstrong, who had 5 threes, needs to heat up. Can't hit. He had those threes in the semifinals. And a travel is called on Olathe South. Coach Morrow thought his player was pushed, and that's what he's talking to the officials about, but they called a travel instead. Lee Summit ball. You make the call.
I'm watching it just like you. I thought he had traveled myself, Kevin.
Well, you're a current referee now. You're siding with those guys with the striped shirts and the whistles.
I am. Those are my brethren. Those 4th grade CYO games are tough.
I bet. Shepard finding McGuire. Let's see how the Tigers want to play. They want to run some clock. Good ball movement. They get a 3 out of the corner, not there. Manning puts it back up and in, and he's fouled. Just too strong on the inside. Josh Manning, a chance at the 3-point play.
Manning jump out of the gym, young fella, for that one. Head and shoulders above everybody else on the court. Again, nice strong hands. Way up there for that one. No question that one's going back up.
And he completes the 3-point play. Another team that offered him, I was told this is the most recent offer Josh Manning has received, is from Wisconsin of the Big Ten. as a wide receiver. So this guy is a big-time college football prospect for the Lee Summit Tigers. Coach Thomas. Here's Armstrong on the spin and a blocking foul. It's going to be on Shepard of Lee Summit.
While we're down at this end, Kevin, when I talk about number 31 for Olathe South, Cooper Whitley, great football player, great basketball player, hurt his knee earlier this fall. Again, he's sitting on the bench right there by Coach Miley and Coach Morrow, but a wonderful athlete, a great leader for him. Again, he's hopeful, I think, he may possibly get back to the basketball court by February.
Yeah, he's the young man in the street clothes there on the bench, standing up now and supporting his team there. We wish him all the best in his recovery as Armstrong connects on the first.
He's been a great teammate this entire term. A lot of times the coaches are out front talking about something. He'll get in the huddle. Very positive kid, great leadership.
Well, chipping away with the clock stop. That's what Olathe South needs, but they need to hit some threes and get some stops on the defensive end, as we're under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Third place already went to Blue Valley on their own floor.
Again, not to reiterate it, Kevin, but this motion offense that Coach Little has installed right there, you look at the spacing, basically everybody's 15 feet apart. They do get into some DHOs, some dribble handoffs, maybe some ball screen every once in a while, but they run around 30 or 40 seconds off the clock they can until they get a great shot.
This is how they manage the game. McGuire to Manning. Ooh. Layup good.
Hang up there, young fella. Great hang time again.
Josh Manning. Great management of the game, and they end up with the 2-point bucket. And the big lead is we're under a minute to play in the third quarter. Summit is really dominated from the second quarter on. Here is McGriff. The little guy off glass. Miles McGriff with 12.
Well, if anybody in the gym is going to play hard all 32 minutes tonight, it's going to be McGriff. Does not seem to tire. Great motor.
He is the leading scorer for Olathe South as we wind down the third quarter. Let's see how the Tigers want to play out this final few ticks. Play it inside. McDonald spinning off balance, short, goes right back to him, puts it right back up, and no good. And they come up empty, but still another very good quarter for the Tigers of Lee Summit out of the Suburban Red Conference. They lead by 17 in the championship of the Blue Valley Shootout. Scoring by quarters, and Lee Summit, coach, with a 21-point quarter, and they open up a 17-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter.
Coach Blake Little's Tigers again seem to have everything under control tonight. And in addition to that, Kevin, he got LaRue, he got Kemp out the last 3 minutes of the third quarter, give them a little bit of a rest, so they should come out fresher in the fourth quarter. Again, for Olathe South Falcons, they want to get back in it. It all starts with the defensive end. Maybe get one stop. One stop, one ball off the board, one great possession offensively. Play one possession at a time. Try to get 2 or 3 stops consecutively and maybe cut this down a little bit.
McDonald, Benassi, Kramer, Kemp, and LaRue on the floor for Lee Summit. 2-0 on the year. Benassi, travel. Turnover, Lee Summit.
Nice job defensively by Tucker Armstrong there, Cameron. Really moved his feet well, forced a turnover.
Caberline, McGriff, Dozier, Casson, and Armstrong. A lot of work to do for the Falcons.
Again, Coach Morrow going back to his starters, his big lineup, 3 bigs in the game. See if they can get Casson something inside.
The steal. Benassi bounce feeding, and the layup is up and good. Good defense, and then the transition bucket to Alex Kramer by the assist by Benassi.
Again, unselfish play by Benassi. That bounce pass was right on time too, Kev.
19 is the biggest lead of the game for the Tigers. As nice rebound by Caberline as he powers into LaRue. LaRue thought he had a charge. The baseline official said nope. Blocking foul on LaRue.
Again, when Coach Little talks about we don't run a lot of plays, I just like to teach the kids how to play. Again, they've got 3-on-2. They've got 2-on-1 in the open court for the most part. Great job there offensively playing in space.
Armstrong, a good ball fake. 3 is short. Caberline, another offensive rebound. And the ball is tied up. The arrow will go to Olathe South.
You know, tough night for number 4 Tucker Armstrong again. As hot as he was last night. Having a difficult time tonight. That does look like he's fading a little bit on that jump shot, Kevin. Maybe those legs are a little bit tired, but that fade a little bit will affect it.
So wipe up some of the perspiration off the floor, and Olathe South will get it on the arrow as they play in from the baseline. Just over a minute into your fourth quarter. Lob it into Casson, and he can't hit it. Falcons will keep at the baseline.
Well, that inbound's underneath, Kevin. That little delay there. Wait till the 3 or 4 second mark, and then that late cut. Just could not get it down. Casson.
This Lee Summit team just flies around defensively. They do take some chances, but they do get their hands on a lot of balls and turn them into easy buckets at the other end. They're going to be a handful. They play in a league that's just loaded this year, so competition going to be rough as McGriff is knocked to the deck and drawing the foul, and Miles McGriff will shoot some free throws for Olathe South. But I mean, you got Staley, you got I'm hearing Park Hill South is a really loaded team as well. North Kansas City with their new head coach Ed Fritz.
That's a crazy fortune to be in the same league, Kevin.
Of course, you know, and then you got the Liberty Blue Jays. They're not in their conference, but could be on the playoff road as McGriff hits 1 out of 2. McDonald working against pressure of Caberline. This guy's unflappable, it seems like.
Oh, McDonald's so porous there. A lot of kids would dribble up that loose ball. He picked it up with 2 hands, got a nice strong base, gave a little ball fake, got the ball to half court.
And now a reach-in foul on the Falcons. Business as usual. These Lee Summit Tigers is 1-and-1 time for Luke McDonald. Average 8 points per game. He's got 14 tonight. So he's one of the top scorers for Lee Summit. Is 18-point lead. The Falcons probably need to get up some threes as we got a foul whistled on Lee Summit. Benassi with the reach-in foul. Benassi's third as Falcons are playing right in front of their bench area.
That's the 5th team foul this half, Kevin, on Lee Summit, so they've got 1 more to give. Bang! That's a little Seth Curry out there. That's about 25 feet, Kevin.
Well, that's much needed. Threes helpful when you're down by double figures in the fourth quarter. McDonald bouncing off bodies and he'll draw the foul and will shoot another 1-and-1.
Luke McDonald shooting 2 shots.
Again, we've talked about Blake Little over there, Kevin. I believe he's in year 9 or 10. When I asked him who he learned most from to get this motion offense in, he immediately credited Donnie Campbell. And Donnie Campbell, longtime coach at Blue Valley West, won a state title out there. Coach at Shawnee Mission West also. Again, a good friend to all the coaches in the Greater Kansas City Coach Association. And obviously he was with Mike Schieber for a long time at Lee Summit West. So a little bit from each one of those coaches. Has his own program in right now. His footprint's all over Lee Summit High School's basketball program.
It was a two-shot situation, and McDonald connected on both. He's got 16 to lead the Tigers scoring cause. As they're up by 17, 5.5 to play in this championship of the Blue Valley Shootout. Close first quarter, but Lee Summit has dominated since then. As Caberline, the bucket and the foul. Benassi will hear the whistle, and Caberline will try to complete the three-point play.
Well, Caberline's got great skills. He's a 6'5" senior himself. Sure, he's saying, oh, no, don't call that one. Again, got the call, called the block. Caberline, 4 points, 9 rebounds tonight. He's done a lot of good things. But again, need to get this one down, maybe cut it to 14, I believe.
Quietly creep back in it as Stankiewicz in, Caberline out for Olathe South. McDonald works against the pressure of Armstrong. Good ball handler. Now they set up Shepard for a three. And now a foul whistled on the Tigers. And Coach Little's not wanting his team to foul and stop the clock and let these Falcons score with the clock stopped. I mean, Coach Little will talk with the official John Becker.
One of the few mistakes there by number 4, Bryson LaRue, Kevin. A little bit of poor closeout, got up too high. Again, put it on the deck. See if we get the free throws down here for Owen Alexander.
Well, the Falcons need to connect on their free throws, and they have it tonight. Front end is missed. Give it back to Lee Summit. See if they want to run some clock. I thought that three was a little quick last time as we get a timeout for Coach Little, and he seems a little frustrated a little bit with his team here as you see him. He's a calm guy too, but that's about as animated as you'll see Blake actually. But he wanted to talk to his team, leading 52-38 with 4:45 to go here in regulation. And Luke McDonald, he's one of those gritty, tough kids. Never count this guy out. He'll keep coming at you.
Oh, just watching him in the last couple of years, Kevin, I described him early on as a flat-out winner. He's a competitor. You know he works on his game. You know he understands. He's got some limitations. Not the fastest kid. Not going to jump out of the gym. But again, very effective. Gets the ball to the right people. Shows great leadership. If he sees the gap, he can get in there and finishes on display right there. And that was really the first possession that Olathe South had really run that scramble here at half court, Kevin. A little run and jump at half court, trying to make things happen. I think Coach Little just wanted to make sure they had their press attack. Everybody in place, everybody spaced out, come and meet the ball, and make some plays.
I would say high basketball IQ for Luke McDonald. He plays a smart game. As after the timeout by the Tigers, see the pressure in the backcourt on McGuire as he'll go one-on-one with McGriff. What do you think the message was in that huddle? Blake really kept it short and sweet, it looked like.
Well, I think he thought his team was getting a little bit frustrated, maybe some non-calls also. Talked to his kid about being poised.
Reach-in foul on Olathe South. That'll send Shepard to the line. It'll be double bonus time. 2 shots for Landon Shepard.
Now that poise, Kevin, and confidence and composure down the stretch, a lot of that follows kids who play multiple sports, as a lot of these Lee Summit kids do. Again, you get used to pressure, used to a little bit of tension, fighting through adversity. Let's see if we can get these down and extend things out a little bit.
Can't hit. Apparently that was only the 9th foul, they're saying. So I thought there was already 9 on the board. So that was a front end of the 1-on-1 miss. Dozier with a 3-ball right in the heart.
That perfect execution again. Beautiful spot there. They're looking for Dozier. And even when you've had a little bit of a rough night shooting the ball, when your coach calls a play for you and your teammates know you want it, a lot of confidence there.
Well, now all of a sudden we got a ball game. Here's McDonald blocked by Dozier, and they'll call Dozier for the foul. And the Olathe South faithful don't like it. You make the call. The official saying that the defender put his arms kind of down on the player instead of going straight up the verticality, and now McDonald will shoot 2 free throws.
You called it, Kevin. There's no question that wasn't straight up and down there. Didn't wall up. It's a true has been coached too. Again, a lot of times that comes with fatigue also.
Both teams can go back to their home gyms and work on their free throw shooting, because neither has done a exemplary job tonight. Always be working. 1 out of 2. 17 now for McDonald. Back to a 12-point lead, but the door is still cracked open for the Falcons as they get Caberline open underneath, and he puts it up and in.
Again, Mr. Footwork, great entry pass right there, Kevin. Again, we've got a 10-point game.
And now they foul in the backcourt. I don't think they meant to. McGriff and Armstrong were double teaming on McDonald. And they got Miles with the foul, and we'll go to the other end for some more Lee Summit free throws.
Again, nice seal there. Again, that entry pass right on time for 2. No help side at all on the part of Lee Summit on that one.
His grandfather is sitting about 3 or 4 rows right above us, and wearing a Kansas Hoops t-shirt. Big ball game coming up tomorrow there in Allen Fieldhouse. There's all kinds of great rivalries for the metro area. Chiefs, Raiders, Jayhawks, Tigers. His Caberline shot is partially blocked. It'll stay with Olathe South at the baseline, but Grandpa's got to be pretty proud of grandson Luke McDonald, as he has had the tremendous night.
I don't have Luke's stats, but I'm sure he's not happy with the way he shot the ball from the foul line there. Again, got 2 down there right there. 2 big ones also, Kevin.
Now, my book is unofficial, but I got him around 19 points. And team looking good. Just over 3 to play. Armstrong down the right alley. A hook shot comes up short. And it'll be Lee Summit ball. Falcon fans frustrated as Manassi back in for ball handling skills. His team handles the pressure easily.
And that's a flat-out clinic, Kevin. Hit that diagonal pass. Again, McDonald drew the double, nice and strong, threw it over the top.
This is how they're going to manage the game. All these guys are good ball handlers. They're just going to draw fouls. Nope. Shepard must have dribbled on the sideline.
Absolutely.
And he'll explain it to Coach Little. This court is named after Rick Taylor, and pass on our condolences to the Rick Taylor family who passed away this week. A first basketball coach at Blue Valley and longtime golf coach, good guy, and sad week for the Blue Valley family, losing him as Marion Johnson with a tough runner. Here's McDonald attacking, blocked by Caberline. Manning gets it back, and the Tigers will take more time off the clock.
It might seem like a small thing, but Manning, that offensive board on that deflection right there was huge.
Reach-in foul on Marion Johnson. And they'll send Manning to the free throw stripe.
Again, you referenced the passing of Rick Taylor out here, the longtime coach at Blue Valley High School, Kevin. I coached against Rick for a long time. One of the seriously most competitive coaches I have ever been around. But once the game's over, congratulations.
Yeah.
Great guy off the court. Again, sensational coach here in the Kansas City area.
He was the first. I think he had 2 stints. He was the head coach, then left, then came back. The old Bill Schneider routine.
Absolutely.
And he's also a very good golf coach, and like you said, a man that did not like to lose. Manning 1 out of 2. Falcons still have hope. Armstrong into the paint, leaves it off for McGriff, and he is fouled.
Nice job by the Falcons there, Kevin. That's where the concept of hero ball kicks in. You hear a lot of people talk about hero ball. Basically, that means when you're 10 down and 2 to go, you're going to try to be a hero. You're going to take a bad shot. You're going to take a 35-footer. You're going to try to do something not necessarily in your game. But again, right there, McGriff understands pace, creating some contact, got to the line.
Miles has had a very good game tonight. As he adds to his double figures night. This is clearly his top scoring game of this tournament. Get it down to single digits with a free throw. 1 out of 2. 14 from Miles McGriff, leading the Falcons in scoring. McDonald quickly back the other way. Ball deflected. And
I believe he
pointed to Olathe South. Now the officials are going to talk about it, and it'll be Lee Summit ball. So you see the Falcons, they thought they had it, and that's why they're responding. But it'll be Tiger ball. Here's Dion.
Yeah, I think there's no question that was deflection there off number 22. Castanon, the referee's got it correct. Good job, all 3 of them working together.
Next week, EKL action, girls, boys doubleheader. Next Friday night, the 17th. Girls will lead things off, followed by the boys. Good EKL basketball December action on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Big crowd here tonight at Blue Valley High School, and fans just getting back and watching their teams play and coming out in full force. Summit trying to wrap up a Blue Valley Shootout Championship for 2021 as they run clock. And now the bumping foul on Armstrong will send Bryson LaRue to the stripe.
Again, all coaches the first couple weeks of the season worry about, do we have everything in? I'm not sure Coach Little has even probably talked about run a little clock, a little bit of delay game. But again, in his motion offense, they just need to extend it up higher and higher. The spacing's good. Kids come and meet the ball. They cut very, very well. clearly here, LaRue's one of the kids who want to have on the foul line too, Kevin.
He's definitely one of their top scorers. Got him off to the nice start tonight. Him with 14. McDonald's got 19. They're the top scorers for the Tigers as we get a timeout on the floor with just over a minute left. Thanks again to Gerald Van Reen and also Me Ranchito hooking us up with some food for our crew. Always great to have the Me Ranchito, but Gerald Van Reen making his way over here from Mill Valley. Matt Ortman, say congratulations to him. You talked to him the other night. He's a bigwig, big district guy now.
Oh, he's district AD now. He's administrator, isn't he?
Yeah, always good to see Matt. And now they got a good guy coming over from Mill Valley and Gerald Van Reen. So always great to be here in Blue Valley. And Blue Valley shootout for 2021 looking like it's going to go to a Lee Summit. Marion Johnson with the bucket and the foul. Manning got whistled. And Amarion will have a chance at the three-point play. Just so quick, isn't he?
Oh, nice call there by Coach Morrow. Again, that dribble weave out front. Get Johnson the ball. Again, super quick on the deck. Finished for two.
This guy was the freshman of the year in the Sunflower League as a ninth grader. Been an up and down. I mean, I know a very serious car accident a year ago and had to come back injury-wise from that.
Well, the term these days, Kevin, is getting downhill, and I'm sure that with that young man's quickness and work ethic, he's going to get downhill in the next 3 years for the Falcons.
Yeah, Marion is a junior and couple of years left, but he's a high-level player. I've been hearing about him, like you said, since his ninth grade year as McDonald. Now in the ball game with 20. McDonald looking like the MVP of tonight's matchup for Lee Summit. Just over a minute. Olathe South on the handoff. Working it to Armstrong, and the lefty's three. Rebounded by Manning. And now the foul on McGuire as he put the finishing touches on a Lee Summit win. And fans making the way from Lee Summit over here to Southern Johnson County. I tell you, Coach, they've beaten two good Sunflower teams. They beat Lawrence in a really good ball game to start the tournament. And everybody thought maybe we're the two top teams in the tournament. And now they've going to wrap it up with Olathe South. But that's two pretty good wins in their resume.
Well, I think everybody on the Missouri side, Kevin, really acknowledges they're going to have one of the best teams on that side of the state line. The thing I like about him, a lot of interchangeable parts there, a lot of depth, and he's had that group for a long time. And you get veterans that are unselfish and really believe in Coach Little's system, they could go a long way.
Yeah, you saw him playing as sophomores. I think we saw him in the William Chrisman tournament as McGriff off the glass. He's had a nice game tonight, 16 to lead Olathe South, but I didn't remember thinking these guys, let's check back with them in a few years, and here we are. And they're doing some damage, but like I said, there's a team like Staley with all that D1 talent lurking to take them on. Of course, Liberty and Mason Sturts and the Blue Jays. I mean, there's so many good teams. It's going to be a fun year, I think. As McGuire. Stick around. A lot of games to be played. William Jewell Classic coming up. It's always great to check out there in Liberty.
That's always tough. When I was head coach of St. James and Aquinas, we always would have loved to go to the William Jewell Classic, but again, with the Kansas State High School Activity Association rule, just not going to happen for the Kansas teams.
Nope, but Lee Summit headed there. December 27th through the 30th. Just a great tournament held there at William Jewell College. Miles McGriff will finish as the leading scorer for Olathe South with 18. And the fans will, well, no, they won't, because Olathe South will foul. And that'll send Bryson LaRue to the stripe.
Again, Coach Morrow over there is yelling no foul the last 15 seconds.
And his team still fouled.
Yeah, I don't think Johnson can hear him over there.
Nope, it is a loud house tonight. Big crowd here tonight. Have some. And now I see Coach Morrow saying, I was trying to yell no foul to you there as Amarion checks out. So yeah, he couldn't hear because of all the crowd noise. But boy, these fans have had a good week of action. Few ticks left. Stankiewicz from half court. Off the mark, and that's it. Lee Summit. The Tigers of the Suburban Red Conference, now 3-0 on the year, win the 2021 Blue Valley Shootout as they beat Lawrence first round, Ruskin in the semifinals, and take out Olathe South in the championship, 64-52. So Coach Luke McDonald, 21 points. Bryson LaRue, 14. They were the top scorers. Miles McGriff leading Olathe South in a losing cause with 18. As there's Gerald Van Reen with the winning trophy going to the Lee Summit Tigers as we check in with Dion.
Donald, and what a fantastic game. Crazy pace to start. You guys come out, play really well to start the second half, get that lead. They battle back on you. How fun has this tournament been this week?
It's been way fun. I mean, I love it. This energy, the crowd, it's amazing.
Coach Little said at halftime, it's been a while since you guys played in front of fans. Even though Olathe South was good and loud, wasn't that fun?
It was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
McDonald with a game-high 21. Lee Summit gets the big trophy. Back with the Hy-Vee wrap-up right after this. A Lee Summit celebration here in southern Johnson County as they win the 2021 Blue Valley Shootout. Coach, that second quarter, they kind of grabbed this game by the throat, and I tell you what, they know how to close out a game because they're a veteran group. McDonald, big game, 64-52 your final. These guys are a team to be reckoned with this year.
Lee Summit Tigers, well coached, well conditioned, high expectations. Again, great tournament run for them. Championships.
Special thanks to all the folks at Blue Valley High School, especially their AD, Gerald Van Reen. Thanks to our coaches, Blake Little and Dan Morrow, our producer, Joe Novacek. For Mark Cuppy, Dion Clisso, and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew, Kevin White saying so long from the 2021 Blue Valley Shootout. Congratulations to the Lee Summit Tigers, champions of 2021, as we say goodnight